Devon Williams, who's behind bars for life, rapper XXXTentacion, is now appealing his case, his conviction, his sentence on the grounds that he did not receive a fair trial. And this is in part due to what his attorneys say is the exclusion of evidence that pointed the finger or maybe pointed the finger at other people. And one of those people whose name has come up is rapper Drake.
Hello. Hollywood is buzzing with the latest drama surrounding Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and Universal Music Group UMG, and it's spilling tea hotter than ever. It seems like Drake might have bitten off more than he can chew after losing a jaw-dropping $600 million deal with UMG, and now he's taking aim at Kendrick, sparking even more controversy. Drake, once the golden child of UMG, was riding high on a $400 million deal that gave him perks most artists could only dream of. For years, he was their ultimate moneymaker, with chart-topping albums, record-breaking singles, and undeniable influence in the industry. UMG CEO Lucian Grange himself once claimed Drake could name his price. UMG CEO Lucian, but somewhere along the way, Drake decided to test his limits, reportedly attempting to push that $400 million deal up to $600 million, thinking his long-standing relationship with UMG would guarantee it. Well, it didn't. When UMG refused, Drake allegedly went nuclear. He filed 2 lawsuits against the label, accusing them of RICO violations and claiming they were buying streams to promote Kendrick Lamar's diss track, Not Like Us. The lawsuits get even messier, with Drake alleging that Kendrick's track falsely accused him of being a certified PDF file, and that UMG still chose to release it despite the defamatory claims. Notable signings. If that wasn't enough, whispers of Drake's rumored plans to drop a fresh diss track aimed at Kendrick during his upcoming Australia tour are only adding fuel to the fire. Fans are speculating that Drake isn't ready to take the L and move on, and the drama between these two rap heavyweights is far from over.
It all makes sense. The lawsuit is why so many rappers basically took back what they said about Drake. UMG has been monopolizing the music industry. In fact, they either own or have a joint share in pretty much all the major labels across America. If Drake were to win this lawsuit, the money that will be going to fund some of these labels will be going to Drake.
Drake's fallout with UMG is particularly shocking given his history with the label. For years, UMG treated him like royalty, granting him unparalleled freedom and even rumors of equity in other artists' catalogs under their umbrella. Some reports even suggest Drake was quietly trying to get his hands on Kendrick Lamar's catalog, an eyebrow-raising move that, if true, could explain some of the tension between the two artists. But it seems Drake underestimated the power dynamics at play. As Kanye West once put it, the music industry is a game of money and control, and Drake's attempt to wield his star power backfired spectacularly. UMG is now reminding him and the world that no artist, not even Drake, is bigger than the label. Adding another layer of spice is Lucian Grange, UMG's CEO, who's found himself under the microscope lately. Kanye has even taken shots at Grange, famously referring to him as Drake's rich baby daddy. While Grange was once one of Drake's biggest advocates, it seems their business relationship has soured, with Drake reportedly overestimating their personal connection. The drama between Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and Universal Music Group, UMG, is reaching new heights, and it's given Hollywood the kind of juicy scandal that keeps the rumor mill spinning. Things have taken a turn for the wilder, with whispers that UMG's CEO, Lucian Grange, personally warned Drake to tone it down after Kendrick allegedly hinted at exposing deep, dark industry secrets, including those tied to the explosive allegations against Drake in the Not Like Us diss track.
It cuts Drake's soul. It's like he signed his soul to the devil to not be cool with me, to have to, this is his job to go against God. And it cuts his soul. Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucian and Universal.
Wow.
He's like, man, my daddy got it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, my daddy controlled the spins. My daddy got the DSPs. Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucian.
So all of his streams in the number ones is controlled by someone named Lucian.
And And let's not forget about the infamous lawsuit filed by producer Lil Rod against Diddy, which dragged Lucian's name into the mess. Lil Rod's accusations were bold, claiming that Lucian had a questionable relationship with Diddy and even accusing him of financially aiding and abetting illegal ventures. Though Lucian and UMG were eventually removed from the list of defendants, the damage was done. The industry skeletons were out in the open, and just as Lucian probably thought he dodged a bullet, the feud between Kendrick and Drake began heating up again.
Lucian Grange and Universal Music Group are now dropped from the Diddy lawsuit. Tyrone Blackburn dropped them from the lawsuit with prejudice after the attorneys for Universal Music Group and Lucian Grange said that the accusations were so offensively false that they plan to seek legal penalties directly against the lawyer Tyrone Blackburn and not even the accuser. And I feel like the only reason that Tyrone Blackburn dropped them from this lawsuit is because he knows how good of attorneys these actually are, and they're backed by Universal Music Group and Lucian Grange, so there's some big money behind them.
Ugh. Kendrick reportedly hinted at being ready to unearth more secrets, and UMG wasn't about to let that happen. For Lucian, the stakes were high. Another round of controversy could drag him back into the spotlight, especially after distancing himself from Diddy's scandal. Insiders say UMG tried to keep Drake in line, but instead of cooling off, Drake doubled down, going as far as to file lawsuits accusing the label of undermining him to benefit Kendrick. Later that year, Kendrick accepted the award for his single Reuben, which benefited Kendrick. UMG has made it clear they're not taking Drake's accusations lightly. The label clapped back with a statement denying any wrongdoing, calling his claims contrived and absurd. They even threw some subtle shade, implying that Drake's real issue is Kendrick's genuine connection with fans, a dig that couldn't have sat well with the self-proclaimed sixth god. Spotify, which was also named in Drake's lawsuits, joined the fray by issuing a scathing response. They denied any involvement in manipulating streams for Kendrick's track Not Like Us, calling Drake's claims speculative and far-fetched. In a fiery court motion, Spotify accused Drake of misusing the legal system, using a rare pre-action petition to demand information he couldn't back up in a proper lawsuit. But if you thought Drake would back down, think again. After Spotify's response, Drake's team fired back, suggesting that both Spotify and UMG have something to hide. His representatives insisted the discovery request was valid and accused Spotify of deflecting. Meanwhile, word on the street is that Drake is gearing up to release a new diss track during his upcoming tour in Australia, reportedly targeting both Kendrick and UMG. Drake, however, isn't backing down. His team has been vocal about their dissatisfaction with UMG's response, suggesting that the label is being disingenuous in trying to distance themselves from the controversy. With both UMG and Spotify now denying his accusations, the pressure is mounting, and some are wondering whether this public fight will result in real consequences for Drake, especially if this legal battle gets even uglier. The fact that Drake is allegedly planning to release a new diss track on his upcoming Australian tour is raising eyebrows even more. His reputation as a master of beefs precedes him, but some fans are questioning whether this is a smart move or a desperate cry for attention. If he really does drop another track aimed at Kendrick and UMG, it could either solidify his place as the king of rap feuds or end up backfiring in ways he didn't anticipate. Meanwhile, the ongoing whispers about Drake's attempt to secure a stake in Kendrick Lamar's catalog remain the subject of intense speculation. If these rumors are true, it would mark a major shift in the power structure of the music industry, with Drake positioning himself as more than just a star, but as a mogul capable of influencing the business side of things as well. But for now, it seems that UMG is more focused on protecting their empire and keeping Drake in check. As for Lucian Grange, the CEO of UMG, the pressure on him is palpable. Having dodged the legal mess with Diddy and Lil Rod, it looks like he's been dragged right back into the limelight thanks to Drake's relentless pursuit of justice, or revenge, depending on who you ask. The question is, how much more can UMG take before they decide to cut ties with Drake altogether? So, with tensions escalating, the question on everyone's mind is whether Drake is digging himself into a hole he can't climb out of. UMG is the most powerful record label in the world, and insiders say they're not just upset, they're out for revenge. Drake, once their golden boy, may have overplayed his hand, and now the label is making moves to remind him who really holds the power. He asked for Drake, a loud, self-reflective pause later that day on Twitter during a radio interview, where he asked whether he may have overdone it. Fans and industry watchers are torn. Some see Drake's legal battle as a bold move to stand up against alleged industry corruption, while others think he's playing a dangerous game that could cost him everything he's worked for. Is this the start of a new chapter in Drake's career, or could it mark the beginning of his downfall? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't miss our next update where we dive deeper into this escalating saga. Will Drake's diss track reignite the beef, or will UMG and Kendrick shut him down for good? Stay tuned.